Welcome to In Her Voice. My name is Kelly Covert, and I am passionate about helping women live authentically by listening to their inner voice. Get ready to be inspired by women of all walks of life that have set aside their should-bes and not good enoughs and are standing in their true voice, the voice of wisdom that each and every one of us has inside. Hey there, you guys. This is Kelly, and you are listening to In Her Voice. And something funny just happened. I sat down in front of my mic to record an intro for our next interview that's coming out, which is so good, so interesting. And I have something else on my heart to say. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to take advantage of this and get this out while it is in my heart, while my inner voice is saying, say this now. I'm going to put this out today and I'll get the interview to you guys next week. But I just really feel pulled to share this with you. And I've been thinking a lot about the idea of hard work and what hard work means. And I feel that those of us who are driven, who are recovering perfectionists, hopefully recovering, who have a tendency to be overachievers, who drive hard. You know, if I'm talking about you, that we relish the idea of hard work and that we don't shy away from hard work. But I think that sometimes we get hard work, quote unquote, hard work wrong. Because I think what we sometimes think of as being a hard work is actually not the hard work. So let me tell you what got me to thinking about this. As always, I learned such good lessons in the gym. And I don't know what it is about being in this sort of very elemental place of pushing your body hard, of sweating, of sort of being in a place where you're in pain or where you're dreading something that really opens my mind to how the world works for me. And all of these analogies from working out get played out in my everyday life, not just in the gym. So let me give you the background on this. I was at the gym the other day and I was doing a very difficult workout, and I got about halfway through and I really did not want to do it anymore. It sucked. It was just so hard and I wanted to stop. And the thing is, I could have stopped. Like there's nobody making me keep going. And I actually believe very strongly that it's my right to stop. Like if I feel that my body is asking me to stop, that I can. And I think that we have to really learn how to discern that voice, the voice in our head that says, stop, this is hard. Or the voice in our body or in our heart that says, stop, you need to stop this because it's doing damage or because this is not what you need today. And that's a really fine line, you guys. And it's something that I continue to figure out in my own life. When is it my head saying stop? And when is it my heart saying stop? And how do I learn the difference of that and learn the subtleties of the way my body is communicating to me? But in this situation at the gym, I knew very clearly that it was my head saying that I should stop because I was uncomfortable. Not because I couldn't do it, not because it was the wrong thing for me, but because it didn't feel good in that moment. And as I did finish the workout, I pushed through in that case, and I was sitting in the car after, and I thought to myself, the hard part wasn't getting to the gym. The hard part wasn't warming up. The hard part wasn't even the first 10 minutes of that workout. The hard part was keeping going. The hard part was staying true to what I knew I needed to do. The hard part was not at the beginning, it was in the middle. And, this seems silly, right? But I'm going to say it anyway. The hard work comes when it gets hard, right? That seems so silly. Like, even now I'm laughing as I say it, but like, if it's easy, that's not hard work. It may look like hard work to someone else because that's the hard part for them. So someone may say to me, well, gosh, you went to the gym today. That's great. Okay. Because maybe it's hard for them to take that step to get to the gym. And this is not about comparison. This is about recognizing where you are in your journey and where you want to be and what you need to give to yourself and acknowledging that. So when I acknowledge for myself in my journey that going to the gym is not the hard work, getting there is not hard, starting is not hard, finishing is what's hard for me. And you know what? It's not hard every single day. It is hard on some days though. And it's hard because I get to the part where it's hard. Am I making sense, you guys? I feel like I'm just talking in circles, but I know that this is on my heart. And when that happens, I know that I'm not the only one who needs to hear this. So let me say it another way. What might seem like hard work to other people? What might seem like you busting your butt to get something done, to get your message out into the world or to create something, right? It is not hard work until it becomes hard for you. And that's when you have to do the hard work. And I think sometimes we can make excuses like, well, I've already done all of this work already. Yeah, but was it hard? I don't know about you, but when I first start something, I'm excited about it. And I have all this like motivation and excitement and creativity. And I start and then it gets hard. That's when it counts. That's when the hard work counts. And, even as I say this, I will be very honest with you guys and let you know. You guys know I was writing my book back in September and I was all excited. I was writing every day and I was feeling so good about that and I was having great ideas. And guess what happened? It got hard and I stopped. And I'm saying this to encourage myself and to encourage you that the hard work doesn't begin until the work gets hard. And that's when we really have to listen to our inner voice, listen to our heart, listen to the pull, pay attention to how you're feeling, and begin to discern in a very wise way when you need to stop and when you need to keep going, and know the difference between the two. And how do you begin the process of that? You practice it. You keep going and you pay attention. Does this feel good? Does it feel good that I'm keeping going? Because if it does, you're doing the right thing. Does it still feel bad that I'm pushing? Then you need to take a step back and reevaluate. But the practice of that over and over and over again is what helps you to develop the discernment to hear the wisdom that you have inside of you. And that's what In Her Voice is all about. It's about you practicing, listening to what your heart is asking you to do, and then doing it, even if it's hard, even if it's frustrating, even if it hurts sometimes, and also knowing when it's okay to stop, because your inner voice will tell you that too. So that's what I have on my heart to share with you guys. The hard work begins when the work gets hard. So simple, but so true. And I would love for you to share with me, what hard work are you doing right now? What is the thing that you're bumping up against? Maybe you're like me and you started something and it got hard and you stopped. What do you want to get back going on? I'm going to get back going on that book. In fact, I'll share with you, I realized what I really need is accountability. And so just yesterday, the universe put into my path a magical connection of someone who is in a writing group. And they meet once a month and they share their writing. So I was like, I totally want to do this. Do you have room for one more? She was like, absolutely. So I'm going to join a writing group because you know what? And I struggled even when I said this to her yesterday. I'm a writer and I know I am. I was born to be that. And I'm really excited about jumping back in to the hard work. So share with me what you are jumping back into or what you want to jump back into, or maybe the thing that you're doing that's not hard yet, but you feel like might get hard. Shoot me a message, tag me on Instagram, share a screenshot of you listening and tag me because I know that there are people who need to hear this message. I want you to remember always, you matter. Your work matters. Your work in this world is needed. We need you doing the hard work, pushing through the hard times, because that's when we get the benefit of your hard work, because that's what you're here for. You are worthy.